My next step is to split column 1 into several columns. So I'm going to go to the closing parentheses from variable C, provide a comma, shift enter, I'm going to provide the D. This is the name of my next variable, and I'm going to say table split column right here. Open parentheses, the table is coming from my variable C, which is this table that we're seeing at the bottom, comma. And the source, which is the source, which column do I want to split? And it's asking me to provide that as text. So I'm going to provide quotation marks because it's text. So I'm going to say column 1 and comma, and the splitter will be the semicolon. And I need to provide that information as function. So I'm going to say splitter by delimiter, split text by delimiter. And I'm going to open parentheses, and I need to provide that delimiter. And that will be inside of quotation marks, and that is the semicolon. Okay, so let's see. Yes. Now I have the columns split. You notice that I didn't provide the name of the columns. Power Query automatically identified the number of columns that had to be split on and assigned the names of those columns as column 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, etc. So as you can see, our column was split into 6 columns. This function, table split column, gives me the opportunity to provide the name of those columns. So column names or number. So I could have provided, I split this in 6 columns, in 7 columns, in 3 columns, or I could provide the name of those columns. Remember that when I show you the dimensional table file, the Excel file, I had 2 tables, one with the with the city names, and the other one with the column names. Well, let's bring those files. So I'm going to expand my queries pane. I'm going to right click anywhere where it's white. I'm going to go to new query, file, Excel workbook. I'm going to bring that file, dim tables, and I'm going to bring that table, Control C plus, that table that is called columns that have the name of the columns that I just split. So I'm going to say, okay. And now I have my query, the columns name. And as you can see, Power Query created some steps for me. I don't want this step change type. So I'm going to remove that. I click at that X on the side. And then I have my column with my columns name. And what I want to do here, I need to bring this information as a list through projection. So I'm going to provide one set of square brackets, and I'm going to provide the name of the column. That is columns. Press enter, and now you see that this information has been transformed into a list. I'm going to go to the demo query here on my table split column. Here at the end, just before the closing parentheses, I'm going to provide a comma. And then I'm going to provide those column names, which is coming from my query columns. I'm going to type columns, or I could have selected columns from here. And I'm going to click at the check mark. I'm going to go and see my nested table. Now you see that we have the name of the columns that we assign through that table in Excel.